right, Terry, Cavaliers coming off of a championship. Odd for us to say, but coming off a championship. And a lot of the experts looking ahead to next year don't seem to think quite as highly of them, or at least think that they'll be all that they were last year, maybe.
The ESPN came out with their analytics guys, a guy named Kevin Pelton runs all the numbers. Has them at 52 wins. I thought, that's whoa. They won 57 last year.
Yeah.
The Eastern Conference is not very
Not
strong.
Right.
He talked a lot about losing Matthew Dellavedova, that he thought that would hurt him in the regular season.
Numbers-wise.
Well, I mean, the interesting thing is a backup point guard is what kind of we're obsessing about.
Good point.
Look, the Cavs' big problem is not going to be whether they have Delly or not. It's going to be boredom. Who's going to beat them in the East? I happen to like Detroit. I think Stan Van Gundy's a good coach.
Right.
I think they'll be better. Some people like Boston. Toronto, although Toronto didn't get any better.
Right.
They didn't. So that'll be their big issue.
Dynamic, yeah.
But 52 wins, I would actually be disappointed if that ends up being a number, given the fact they won 57 last year. Even the year before with David Blatt in his first year, they won 53. You want to win the middle to high 50s just to make sure you have home floor. But these predictions, regular season, of course we know it begins in the middle of April. But you also just don't want them to sleepwalk through 82 games.
Right. We mentioned Delly and being gone, and now, as you had written earlier, there's been concern with Mo Williams, and now even talk of him possibly retiring, which leaves you with Felder, Kay Felder, the draft pick, really is your only backup. Is that something to be concerned about?
Well, they could look around, see who gets cut. The other thing is, you always could run offense through LeBron. LeBron could be point forward. The big thing you don't want to do is be in a position where you have to play Kyrie Irving 36 to 40 minutes a night.
Exactly.
They're just going to have to, whether you're playing Felder or somebody else, because remember, everything starts in the middle of April, and you want to peak in early June.
Right.
So you got those last couple of weeks of the thing. You don't want to blow this thing out in February or March. So in that regard, that's where Delly does hurt them, just because he was able to take some of the burden off of Kyrie during the regular season.